To the Super Bowl. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. Returnable from the 2. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage, so I don't mind that call being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. They're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I know we talk all the time about special teams flipping the field, and undoubtedly they will at some point today. But on the opening drive, to flip the field to get in the other team's field position, that's a great sign with that run.
First down, and they go right back to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Penix working from the gun. That's completed right side. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Polk with a point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. And he's going to be just one step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
It's on target to Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Complete left side. It's to Slav. And he's brought down at the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hits him on the out route. By a man, he's in the clear. Along the right sideline, there's space. There it is, touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a 1-point gain. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Penix on 1st down. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first-quarter looks have his name all over them.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And again, it's Penix. Escapes the pocket. Dumps it off to Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Okay, when you got a quarterback like this that is comfortable rolling to his right or to his left, it is so hard to defend. It's like an elite pitcher that commands both sides of the plate. Just really hard to stop them, contain them when they've got that versatility.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 5 on the play, and that's a Falcon 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Joseph on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, Shaq.
Penix here from the gun. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the 1st. Drake London with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Falcons are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his...
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Must be paying these guys day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
1st and 10 from the 32. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
A tight end in motion now. Passing now on 2nd and 10. On the move, headed right. He finds his running back. shot. Nicely done. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Tag. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Three.
In off to Gibbs from the gun. He finds a little room there before being hauled down. Gain of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Head to 60. Head to 60.
Takes the second down snap. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Dancing past him. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That's grabbed inside the 30. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Volk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Volk ready to send this one flying. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. To the right, he's got to Sloan. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 6-yard gain on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Third and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, as quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And the Lions return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game at 21.
Jack Fox kicking off for the Lions.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
65, 60.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He beams one deep right side. He lays out for it and makes the catch. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them first and goal.
And the Falcons, first down. First down and goal to go.
Here's Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Again, it's Robinson. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brocco. And jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Big moment here in this divisional round game, Bronc, as they line up for third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. Throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing. Screen here for Gibbs. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Working on first down. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Dan Campbell with that clock running down. Yeah, he decides to call timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, they need 7. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing it again here. Forced out to his right. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Still sticking with the passing game. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third down from the gun. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. Bates' kick is up and good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Has this at the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. To the sideline and secured by London. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying one here with Robinson. This gets the 1st and more. Still going inside the 35. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. One after by Folk is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. A give left side for Gibbs. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start the 2nd half with some needed points. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes away from one. He's got a lane up past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Penix on 1st down. Brought in by Hooper. And he's out of bounds at the opposing 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed. They can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Polk with a point after. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. is just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this one does not go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Slot man motioned over. A quick slant. Here's Laporta. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Dropping back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Lions football. Their season down to its final quarter if they can't erase this deficit. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's complete to Sloan. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
All set now, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. This is Gibbs on second down. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third down run by Gibbs. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Caught out wide. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, that kind of game may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running it after the penalty. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd?
Let's go now. Like Panther 11, trap 60, 79 Broncos.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Watson. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
To the air with Penix. Hits him on the out route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drop.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming. But more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons leading by 7.
On the double.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
60.
Firing quickly as Penix, complete. Breaks through and breaks away. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. Back-to-back carries here. And second down only works out for a yard. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be fourth down and 6.
It's fourth down.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. The kick by Folk is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.